1024. Yes, that's the number of emails that I received from one business within 1 year. How much is too much when it comes on to email marketing? And can any coaching business actually be successful without the use of email marketing? Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sackeria Sunshine, and I am the Breakup Recovery Doctor. Now, why am I talking about emails when it comes on to breakup recovery? Well, let me tell you my own story in terms of my breakup, seeking help, and then being inundated with emails telling me different things and how overwhelming it was when I was going through that phase of my journey. When you are going through a breakup and you're having different emotional experiences, the guilt, the shame, and especially if you're a parent and you're seeking help because you see the destructive behaviors that your kid might be going through because of the breakup, or you yourself, you're going through different emotions such as anger and depression, then you seek for help. And a lot of times, guess what? We go on social media, we start scrolling, and we get different ads that are placed before us. A lot of times, those ads say, get this free training. You give them your email, you sign up. Sometimes, because we run after the next shiny object, we don't actually watch that training right there on spot, and so the business owner emails us and sends us different sequences in order to remind us of the training, all with good intention. I feel majority of individuals who have a business have the good intention of they have something that can help you on their journey. And so the email is there as a way of keeping that offer in front of you, the potential client. But come on, 1024 emails from one business owner. We have 365 days in a year. Some days I got up to 7 emails from one business. How much is too much? And for me, when I started out my business, I did the trainings, did the business trainings, and was told, okay, email marketing is important. This is how you use it. This is how you get in front of the customer. And I looked up some statistics a while ago. Around 30 odd percent of emails that are sent get open. And the average is 8% in terms of a customer being able to open that email and then click through to an offer or a link that you provide. No. A part of why I have chosen to shift my own paradigm regarding email is that a lot of email marketing strategies is focused around scarcity, is focused around the not enoughness of the human being to make up their decision when it is that they want to transform their lives, especially in the coaching industry. And hence, why, as business owners, we need to keep in front of the client over and over again until they either get sick and tired of hearing from you as a business person, or you get sick and tired as a client from seeing those emails and unsubscribe. My big question is there another way for us to serve each other as human beings without constantly sending emails? And what has gotten worse is that AI is about. So people don't have to sit down anymore and mindfully write or craft an email. You can give AI a prompt and emails will come spitting out from left, right, and center. Now, since my work has a lot to do with healing and spirituality, I believe in the intent of what we do, that it needs to be very mindful and motivated by love and harmony. And as a result, I will not be using email to market my business. I use it to communicate with customers if they have questions. But not a major part of my business is focused on email marketing. And so even if you go and check out my free training, Breakup Recovery for Parents.com, you'll realize there that I do not ask you for your email in order for you to access this training. Why? Because I'm serious. I'm serious about working so deeply with myself and with my belief and with my energy that I put the energy in things that I love. I personally don't like writing emails and sending out series of emails to individuals, and I have been opting out of most of my subscriptions because it is getting too much nowadays. It's overwhelming at times as a client to be seeing these clickbait titles. One caught me this morning. These clickbait titles, and I'm like, what is this about? And then when I go and look, I'm like, what the heck? Seriously? Come on, can't we do better as humanity? And I want to posit that we can do better. And I am willing to put my money on the line to the fact that we can thrive, we can serve each other, we can love each other without bombarding each other, without like choking a sale out of our clients. And hence, there are three benefits that I'm experiencing from not using email marketing in my business. Number one is authentic connection. Authentic connection. Me and my clients, we get to benefit from this level of authenticity because when I do show up here, I show up as 100% me. I don't have a backup way of allowing you to know, like, and trust me more than just being here in your face and knowing that that is enough. And so I truly believe that when we're authentic individuals, we get to show ourselves, and that is enough. I love to have deep connections. I love to talk deep. I love to solve my problems and help my clients solve their problems at a deep level. And I prefer to exert my energy and effort into making those deep connections rather than trying to chase a sale or chase a link click for popularity or things like those. So authentic connection, it counts, it matters, and that is one of the benefits that I've seen. Then the second benefit is streamlined communication. So even at work, what has been happening with email is that we have lost it when it comes on to communication. In the past, and I'm old enough, yes, when email wasn't so popular, that if there's a misunderstanding, you would go to your coworker, you would have a conversation, you'd go to your boss, you'd have a conversation, and things would get smoothed out quite quickly. No, because of emails. We're sitting next to each other in the office. Or what's getting worse too is partners are sitting next to each other, but they're communicating over text and communicating over technology. We have lost that human connection. And what I find by not using email as a means of communication is that I get to talk to my clients more. I get to have that deep connection, and the communication and misunderstandings are lessened because we either send each other a voice clip or a video clip or other ways that we can talk, we can communicate and be able to clarify points. So it is something to think about. I feel like even organizations looking at how much conflict is caused because of email communication. When because everybody has access to everybody now, I do have an HR background, and I do know that sometimes instead, when you want to get back at somebody and have revenge in the office, you copy This person, you copy their boss. When you want to say that this person is incompetent, you are copying everybody. Not you, but people on a whole is copying everybody on email because it's so accessible. Instead of getting off our rear end, going to the person that we're having a conflict with and having a conversation. If that doesn't work, then you get one other person involved. Now, I started reading the Bible again. Hint, hint, before I stopped reading the Bible, going through my own relationship, breakup, and my own stuff. But after reading lots of books, lots of spiritual books, I find that now that I'm reading the Bible through the lens of love and it talking to me versus the lens of, for example, religion or what this church believes or that church believes, I find that the Bible is really like the coolest book ever. And that it withstands the test of time because it is applicable to all situations for all different generations. So, when it comes on to streamline communication, this is what it looks like when email is not the main mode of communicating, whether it's in the relationship or it is at work or even with your kids. You can stretch this now to include text messages and WhatsApp and stuff like that. Hey, you're having a conflict, you're having a misunderstanding, talk to the person, have a conversation, sit down and communicate. That's step number one. Instead of sending messages and going off with emails and copying 10,000 people, if you're at work and you're having a problem, talk to the person. Okay, maybe you even have to do that communication on multiple times in order to get clarity. Now, if there's still conflict, whether it's at work, with your partner, with your kids, then involve somebody else. Let one other person come in, hear both sides of the story, and then we can make our way from there. And if that still doesn't work, then other people get involved in terms of a bigger group. But what I've found is that when we do have true intention of love and harmony, 95% of conflicts, I believe, are resolved when we straight up talk to the person that we're having the conflict with. Not talk about the person behind their back, not email the person telling them that they're idiots and stupid. No, we find more sophisticated terms to use when we're emailing, but it's the same thing of insulting the person. Let's stop doing that. Let's streamline our communication. And that's something that I found to be very beneficial when I've decided no longer to use email marketing as a major way of communicating in my business. And number three is empowerment through choice. Empowerment through choice. For me and my clients, they do have other ways of communicating, and different people, based on their schedule, have different ways in which they communicate, different methods. Because if you're a busy entrepreneur or professional, then sending a voice clip, for example, over WhatsApp might be the easiest way, or a video clip is the easiest way. And sometimes, hey, you have to send a text message and sometimes an email. But at least with my clients, you're not email dependent that, oh, the only way you can get through to me is via an email when we're working together. No, there are other ways and choices that you do have in order for us to work together as you go through your breakup recovery. And so, as usual, the number one thing that I do in my coaching business is to help parents heal for their kids' well being. And by doing so, it is important to pause. It's important to pause those email communications that you might be sending to your ex partner or co parent because they're nagging the hell out of you, or you're feeling so angry and upset that you want to just tell them off over email or through text message. No, let's pause to find out what is truly the most transformative thing that you can do. You can really utilize the power of pause to gain the knowledge to navigate the next phase of your journey. Pause to understand as a parent when you're going through a breakup what love is really about, and pause to know yourself. And we've come up, Alexander, with this feel good framework that when our clients experience it, no, it's not just knowing it or book knowledge, no, it is something that you experience, mind, body, soul, and spirit come together to understand who you are so that when you experience it once, it is yours forever. And it's an acronym that we take our clients through so that they can be free from fears, empower authenticity, embrace changes, and live a love based life. The world needs you. Now, how long would you ask does it take to recover from a breakup? If you try to do it by yourself with watching books, YouTube videos, podcasts, then it takes longer. When you get help like seminars, therapy, coaching, that is even a shorter period of time. But with our method, the feel good framework, you get to go straight to the issues and be able to really see why is this happening. Don't push it under the carpet. You might have grown up in a situation where conflict management is brushing things under the carpet or arguing about things and not really dealing with the issues. However, you can make that change for your family. You can break generational curse by deciding to deeply and truly work on yourself. Always love sharing this experience of, and I know bad name to therapists, but not all therapists have that soul connection to be able to go to the deep issues. And one person that I spoke to, I was in the conversation with her for less than 45 minutes, and she had done years of therapy. And then I asked her questions because I was listening. I wasn't just listening to the words that she was saying, I heard her soul. And I asked her a question, and she started crying and being like, I've never told anyone. How did you know that this happened? I've never said this to anyone. And I've been in therapy for years, but the therapist couldn't get through, or well, she did not open up. So let's not say the therapist. She did not open up to the therapist, but she was able to open up within less than 45 minutes of speaking to me. It's a gift going through certain things yourself. I truly believe that I've hit rock bottom, not just for myself. I've gone through challenges, not just for myself, but as I learn, as I grow, as I become the person that I am today, it is so that I can help the Sackeria who was had a low self-esteem. I can help the Sackeria who never wanted to live. I can help the Sackeria of another name. I don't know if it's gonna be Mark, it's gonna be Annette, it's gonna be Janet, it's gonna be whatever your name is. I've gone through what I've gone through so that I can be here, not to point you to me, but I know the power that is within you. I know that you have the resilience and strength to go through this breakup, to go through this horrific period of your life, and that you will be better for it, not bitter. That you will be victorious, not a victim, that you will come out shining and not feeling stuck in the darkness of depression. And you too will have a story to tell of how you overcame. You too will be able to say to somebody else, be anxious for nothing. Be anxious not even because of the separation agreement and the trauma that you're going through, and the kids that you have that might be going through their own trauma. Learn to find peace in yourself. Learn to find peace within by connecting to something more, by really going in there to see what have I been hiding, what have I been ashamed of, what have I been feeling guilt about. How can I free myself from this muck that I find myself stuck in? It's hard. I'm not going to come to you and say, oh, it is easy squeezy. No, I'm going to lie to you. It is hard. It is difficult, but when you take this journey of discovering who you really are, when you take this journey of freedom from the things that you are not even aware of, that is allowing you to go through so much pain and finding yourself in the same cycle over and over again, cheated on multiple times, why do you keep attracting people that are cheating on you? That's a question. And if you try to blame everybody else, you will not find the answer. You have to go within. But it can be difficult, and that's why I hold space to help individuals like yourself go through this. And I'm very transparent, so I don't really do things like breakthrough calls or send you email. I'm very transparent in terms of my coaching plans and offers, and I'm gonna put them up right here for you right now. As a parent going through a breakup, you have the opportunity to work with me for 3 months, 3,000, 6 months, 6,000, 9 months, 9,000. You're all different. And the period of time that you take for healing is independent. You're like a plant of flowers. Each flower is different, each kind of flower is different. And so we need to be able to really tend to you based on your own path, your journey to where you have come right now. And I like personalized a way of coaching. Yes, I have done group coaching, and I know, if you want to make more money, okay, do group coaching. But then when I know I'm provided for, when I know that I'm taken care of, then I can go deep to ask myself, how do I really want to live my life? And I personally, I want to earn enough. I earn enough. Before it would be earn more and more and more. But I've seen others too in this coaching field, and sometimes you might be affected by this where you're going after more and you never know where that enough point is. So you burn out. Hey, I've done it in the past. Burn out trying to go for more. I'm of a mind frame now where I am okay with enough. And so I'm very personalized in terms of my coaching program. And as you come in and get to learn about yourself, understand why this breakup is happening, how do you heal for not only yourself but with your kids, helping to them to be resilient, but more so opening up your heart to love again. Loving yourself, loving your kids even deeper. If you are still married or in the relationship, knowing when to love the person enough to walk away or love yourself enough to stay. Like, how do you make those decisions? Should I go or should I stay? This is what this program is about. Nobody can make that decision for you. And if you stay for your kids' sake, I talk about it in last week video, you can end up resenting your kids if you stay in the relationship just for their sake. So that's why it's important to have the conversation and to make these decisions for yourself. So I've gone through this, and you now have a choice. You can decide to feel good, or you can decide to be the old you, being angry and upset, miserable, and seeing your kids go through their own trauma and depression because of what is happening around. You can continue depending on 1,024 emails to change your life. Believe me, it will not. Or you can really decide today to take some action and to work on yourself, because that's what I'm here to help you do, to work on you so that you can live a happy, healthy, and free life. So go check it out, breakuprecoveryforparents.com. I will not email you. There's no clickbait, there's no breakthrough calls. Just embrace the free will flow of love and abundance. That being said, I've told you the investment when you go to the page, and you will see the different options and what you get for each. Go based on what connects with you, because you are an awesome individual that can be able to choose based on how you feel. And yes, trust your gut. You know if I am the guide to be with you on this journey. And if that's a yes, just trust your gut and let's get working together. So check that out, breakuprecoveryforparents.com. And so enroll, and I'm looking forward to working with you. And just remember this, that no matter what you have done or have not done, you are worthy of unconditional love. So if you're a parent and you do not want the overwhelm of 1,024 emails that won't do anything for your life, and you want to be able to heal for your kids' well being, then I invite you to enroll now and let's get working together for a better and brighter future. Love you loads and take care now.